Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Arms Trade Tycoon Tanks, episode number 7, 8? I don't know. We've gotten a lot further in this series than I thought we were going to get. This might be the last episode. We might have one more in us. Let's see. But regardless, whatever, I really want to push fast. Let's try to get some stuff done. There's something I want to start off by doing. We can get this Uberlandwagen track, since we did the same for the Leichtwagen. Now, we don't need this. It's a little too heavy. We can get this one, which is slightly lighter, or we can get this one, which is even lighter still. I think this is actually the best fit for us. Going down to here, we have 6, 12, this is 18, and this is 19. Now this one is 21, so it does have definitely an advantage for doing it. It's actually very quick, but it's also 3400, and I don't know what this is, if this isn't going to end up being is this on the A7? This is on the A7, isn't it? So maybe the weight doesn't matter. I was doing all this talk, but then, maybe... Well, let's still do this one, because it does have a nice advantage of having higher higher operation range. And maybe that means something. Okay, 211... 124 is better, but I think we have one up here, which is, 232, 322... We'll take the cheaper and lighter 322 versus the, I don't know what they wanted us to do, 211. It was just, it's not as good. So, last but not least, we have a 474. 474, is that the best we have? Looks pretty good. Looks like that's the winner. Very good. Okay, so the Uberlandwagen Mark 1. We'll sign that. It's going to take 10 days for our 10 engineers. We really don't have anything else for them to do after that project finishes anyways. Research-wise, the goal here is just finish the Mark V. Oh my god, pause. Speaking of finishing and all that, we don't have anything in production. Okay, new resources will come. I'll just cut away to do that. Well, you know what, it shouldn't take but a second. We'll just do it real quick. Okay, go to Africa and just, again, max out everything. Not rubber. We probably have enough rubber now. Yeah, we'll just do maybe another 1,000. And then max out everything else. Not glass. How's the glass situation? Oh, well, here we go. Yeah, we're still doing fine on glass. So we'll sign this order. And then the next one we'll do from Oceania. And then that will be our way to replenish our glass stores. Okay. Push on as soon as we start building. So now that we have some, we should be able to build. I'm still going with the Mark 1 and Mark 2. I'm sorry for the name. Yeah, but that's the way it goes. It's been a workhorse for us. We can still get, another 26 at our current stores, which is going to take 41 days. We'll just get going with that. And go. 10x. Okay, Africa delayed, not a big deal. There's our completion of this. Again, I don't think we have anything else left to research. Well, I guess we can do the actual A7. We can put some sights on this. 222, wow, 854, much better. This is just hard not to do, right? 653, so agility is 4. It's just better. Yeah, we're going to choose that one. Again, I force myself, even though this is, whatever, I think it could have some benefits, so let's do it. Okay, let's see, 5, 3, 10, 3, 5, 12, so definitely a better score here. Somebody mentioned, I think, that the cost is different. It's true. This is 200 more. 200 for us is not a big deal. We're making tons of money. So I'd rather make the tank better? I do weigh the cost into the whole equation. The cost function is very complicated. I can't really describe it, but money is there, but it's just not a super high concern. And I think that in this case, it is still worth it to go with the more expensive one. Sometimes even choosing the one with the lower man-hour cost means that we can get it out more quickly. Now, this is also more expensive in terms of the goods it needs. 3 times as much iron. So, yeah, it is pretty expensive. But it's better. Not for your crew, but it's better for your repairability. Okay, so reliability is actually I don't know which one's more important. I think repairability is on one of the phases that's pretty important, but who knows? Okay, 344. 444 up here, which is lighter, so we'll definitely just start with that one. And it looks like we'll finish with that one. Alright, 3, 15, 10. Oh my god, 15, 10. I mean, these are very high numbers. It is a pretty weighty door, but it has great stats. It's really hard to argue against this. I mean, this is 25 armor it's adding, for crying out loud. Just leave it there. 28 days. That's probably about comparable with the amount of time it's going to be to finish the next research project. Oh, almost exactly. Okay, so everything's working now, which is nice that the factory is doing something. We'll speed along. Let's take a quick pause and just look at the news. Alright, battles are ending. Are we fighting? Okay. we're doing something. Okay, it was the Royal Dragoons though, not our tank that's fighting. I mean, look at this, 34-4. Crying out loud. It just seems like... And they don't have any artillery, so our tank will actually perform very well. We'll check it back in when the next battle begins. I actually kind of wish that the battles would pop up when you are actually fighting. I mean, when your tank's in there, I would like to get the pop up. All right, well, we're very low on everything, so we're just gonna max again. What is it that we don't want to do that? This is fine though. And then glass, we'll just get all of it we can for now. We're getting a nice rhythm, I feel. We can get these things going pretty quickly. And just push on, 10 more days. Accident in the production hall, 53 people. Maybe they fixed this now. So I see it's down to 290 set. No, we still have 350. Does this actually make a difference? Does not appear so. I don't know what that's supposed to do. Maybe affect morale. Sorry, guys, if that's the case. Let's go. Oh, okay. Look at this. Okay. Yes. Excellent. So maybe you do get pop-ups about this. This should be a slam dunk for us. I mean, this is our better tank, the Mark I, Mark II. Even the original one would perform well against this infantry group. They've already taken casualties. I feel like this is a shoe-in for a nice bump of fame for our Mark I, Mark II. Which means it will be... Okay, research is done. Yes, fantastic. It'll be nice, easier to sell. Technically, I guess that's 2 extra points for score in future bids. All right. What do we want next? I think we want this. One of these two, probably. We're really almost done with this mobility tree. My goodness. Could they get the FHA steel, but now that I know that it kind of doesn't really matter, this resistance stuff, it doesn't weigh into the contracts. Obviously, I'm a little bit less inclined to add another 250 weight. So, yeah, mobility it is. The other one we could get that would be beneficial is to unlock this side machine, the heavy machine gun. But I mean, it's gonna take forever for any of these. I think this one makes the most sense. It's gonna mean our Mark V becomes Super Mark V. 96 days though. That's gonna be a long time coming. But we only have one more day before we can actually start picking up. And I think I'm gonna hire more engineers, which, the usual thing. Okay, so this is 8K costs, 6.38. We'll wait a day. Okay, it's done. Do I want to wait? How long is it going to take for this cab? The actual turret shouldn't take that long to get. Okay, wait. That's not the right. This is the one. Oh, I never built these. So it's possible one of these two would have fit as a turret, but I don't. Now I feel bad because I'm not checking it. So here's a place where I'm not sure the extra weight is useful. I feel like crew safety is actually more important for a turret, so we'll do that. 222, 444. The 444 is the one, I think. Yeah. Internal comms, sure. Turret hatch. Not that one. How about this one? 7 days, not too bad. So we didn't need the extra engineers for that one. And then we'll start working on those other turrets as well. But not a high priority. God, that number is so high. Alright, 3. Money's come down from whatever it was, 8, I think, wasn't it? Maybe it was 7. Maybe it was 6. I don't know. But anyways, it's come down to only 6.4. How many more can we get here? We are still iron capped. And how many do we have, by the way? We have 22, so we want at least 8 more. I mean, we want at least 12 more. That gives us 34, so that gives us, I think, enough to do any of the contracts we're expecting to get at this point. That'll only take 19 days. I think we'll do it. We're probably just going to max out on everything. Those medium hornets, it's fun to have them kicking around to like show off to customers who come by, you know, potential customers. Woo them with their amazing light tank. But yeah, it hasn't had any contract that's useful. Yeah, and we did it. Let's go and check it out. Let's take a look. We won in every category, which I don't think is that surprising. Fame update +2.
By George, the tank's outstanding performance across all fronts proved to be the key to our triumph. Delivered unmatched mobility, devastating firepower, and unwavering resilience.
I won't read them all that way. So deployment score. I wish I knew a little bit more about how this exactly is calculated, but maybe it's in here somewhere. Oh, okay, this is just an arrow indicating who won, I guess. So all these we pointed our way. Okay, remarkable mobility is for recon, not too surprising. Actually, I am a little surprised that the tanks of World War I were out reconning infantry. Okay, so targeting. Wow. Well, the machine guns, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. We pulverized them. I don't even know how they would even do damage to us exactly. They should just not. Shouldn't have a chance. Penetration, they did not, I imagine, penetrate with their rifles. That's what the tank's all about. And I don't know, everything worked really well. You can see the repair score here is a pretty important one. Oh, there we go. Okay, just look down here and it'll tell you what your what's the important stuff. Very cool. Okay, cool. So it's all there. And here the score attributes are important, but this is penetration, so I imagine it would be. It's just not really important. I mean, penetration on an armor score of 0 doesn't seem that important, right? And okay, so is penetration our checked penetration of them, and ricochet is their check to penetrate us? No. So it doesn't show where they're. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where they try to attack us. Or maybe that would be part of these, but they don't have an option. Look, I feel like this game is making good progress, though. I mean, it does. Yeah, I mean, the development up to this point, you know, there's some question marks there, but I like how it's been developing at least since it's released to early access, and it does feel like an early access game. Okay, let's move on. So, we only have 3 more days for that. That's good. And it's another month, so we could, in theory, hire more engineers. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We'll play this trick. So we're at 8K, 6.38. Still at 6.838. There, 10K. Okay. We'll go over to engineering. And we will start looking at other turrets that we didn't get yet. Just to see if we can put them in as well. Kind of want to know which one of these is going to be. This doesn't look like it may take that long to research, to design. Let's try to keep that design time as low as possible. I'm not sure what affects the design time. Is it affected by the components that we're using? Well, just in case, let's do basically the same kind of stuff, or keep it pretty low technology. Like low, maybe man hours would be representative of research time. I'm not sure. Though we don't see it change. I'm just looking down here, and 4 are staying the same. So maybe it man hour cost, total cost, money cost. Yeah, it doesn't have. There's no like research cost indicator. So maybe it's just 4 days for anything. Okay, in that case, we'll just choose the best one, which is this. Assign. That's only 4 days, and definitely we'll be able to see if the extra turrets would have been useful after that amount of time. Okay, so we could go to the design bureau. I could probably, yeah, let's go to the design bureau. There's one other turret, but if the Krupp is not there, I may do it. So we already, let's edit this design. You sir are missing some turrets. Yeah, no, they are. The other one is not there. I do want to go to this, but let's go back to engineering. I will fix that eventually, but let's try the other turret just to see if it's any particular turret which will do. Because this one looks more similar than the Krupp turret to the central cab. So if I had to guess, this one might fit. Whew, super heavy, but yeah, you gotta go with it. Not that one, though. Sorry, crew safety. 444 is probably what we want. And this one. 6 days, not bad. It'll be done pretty quick. And haste is a priority here to try to get this. Maybe there'll be another episode. I don't know. I was kind of going into this thinking we wouldn't do another episode, but... Alright, we at least solved the glass problem, I assume. Definitely, but now iron is still in very high demand. Oh, that's probably only 2,000. And then as much of this as you can get. Is that about right? Yeah, actually rubber could even probably do with, let's go with 4,000. All right, good enough. Don't want to spend too much time doing those kind of things. All right, 8 days. 3 days on that. That's the important one. Okay, the war has ended. So it is confusing. It does show you. And we can delete these, by the way, if we don't really care about like Albania and Romania entering. Just get that the heck out of here. But I don't spend time clearing this tree. It takes more time to clear it than just to ignore it. So that's, yeah, that's my policy. Okay, military airmen. I assume pulling back. Good. I mean, yes, I know that, but what happened? Did they gain the territory? Ethiopia, right? There goes. Okay. Client. Well, this has got to be it, right? It was here, wasn't it? Haraj? So that was against Italy, or no? It was actually against Ethiopia. Huh? Okay. Good. I'm all for that. What's that called? Imperialism. All right, 1 day. Let's just get the 1 day. All right, good. Try this one more time. We're actually going to hire more engineers to get this done more quickly. So we know we can get 10 more. Go to our design. And let's edit this guy. Still like everything about it. Just got to change this. Okay, yeah, so it really is only the one that fits the hull type can be put on. Very good. Well, everything else should remain the same. Lots of nice machine guns. I have discovered, by the way, the reason why this machine gun is a little bit strange is it's using the Mark IV belt. Which is a bug they've fixed. Apparently, the Mark IV magazine was not supposed to be available, and yet it is good. It is better. It was like a confusing thing that it was just kind of like a no-brainer to choose it. That was not supposed to be the case. It was a bug that it was not something blocked by later research. Anyway, I really like our tank here. I do. I really do. Okay, so let's get her going. Now we can go to crew and there it is. An additional commander. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defects. So I can live with that. Nothing in the red, which is good to see. And we should be good on every other category. I mean, you could say, can he be a commander gunner? Well, he can't, but you can. We would rather commander points. Well, if we don't do this, well, we're actually over. So I like this better. Yeah, I like this better. Okay, so let's do it this way. Save. And 44 days. Get to work. Now, were that the only thing that we have to do? Well, actually, it pretty much is. I guess we do have to manage this still. More of these. No contracts yet, but we're pretty much ready to go. Let's just fill it out. Let's get all 40. It's the last it's the last time the Mark 1, Mark 2 will be used, I expect. Resources have arrived. I'm not sure if we're going to need to build more resources, but let's just keep planning for that. Yeah, resources are looking pretty good now. Rubber's in like great shape. Definitely don't need that. Probably still iron that's the biggest one, and then we'll go down to only 11,000 on this because eventually we're going to run out of resources. Rubber we're probably fine on. We'll maybe do 6,000 of this. Let's just take a look at this list again. Medium carbon steel is actually looking pretty good. So let's go down to 10,000 on that even. It's iron and maybe medium carbon steel. I mean, sorry, high carbon steel still looks like... No, that one maybe looks a little bit low at 14. But iron is for sure the lowest one. So what we can do is, you know what, honestly what we should do even is just go crazy on everything and then start doing orders of just iron. We can do one just iron order from like North America or someplace. Does anyone... Okay, you have 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Okay, so like North America has it for 3 and we can get 23,000 at a go. That's really not that bad. So let's do it from Africa. We'll get the max for everything. And then we'll end up just... you know, doing one order where we just do iron from somebody. It's almost peace of mind. It'll be easier. Ethiopia again. I do like that these are popping up. Liberia has a tank corps? Wow, that's something. Especially in 1916. Seems a little bit early, but who might... maybe it's a very... It does appear to be a very warlike world with the global stuff, which is probably being tweaked. I like that it's going to be rebalanced. Anyway, so are we fighting? We are! We are! And against infantry, too, and even not that much infantry. So this should be another victory. More points. Are the points showing, by the way? Are we at 2? We are! We are! Good old Mark 1 ended its term, and you know, it's been retired at this point, but it has those 4 fame points, which is, it's good to see. But we're maxed out. We can't build any more tanks anyway. Get the resources. Okay, that battle has concluded. We got the resources. I got it. We gotta check the battle, though. Because we knew it would be a victory. And it was... Okay, good. So 44 go in, 44 come out, and victory is ours. So more victory points for the Mark 1, Mark 2. She's going to earn a really sterling reputation. She keeps ending up in these Ethiopia fights. That's really great for her. How convenient. Let's do one order of just iron, as I was already talking about. We're not that far behind. Well, okay, we'll do Maybe an order of 15,000. Just to have something to do. Always want to be delivering something. And this would be the time where... Okay, great, new. Oh, Fusillade. I don't know which one of ours is going to be best equipped for that. We'll probably make it the Mark 1, Mark 2 anyway, because currently we have that. We have plenty of those. It's just, somebody mentioned this in the comments. Considering the cost of a tank is no more than 52,000, this is the equivalent of buying 3 tanks. Why not just buy 1 tank? Was the quote, was the comment. So this is a smart comment. This should not be more than the highest number here. You know, you're paying for inside information, so maybe you could say it's more than 1 tank. Hard to say it'd be more than 2. I'm not sure. I mean, they're trying to do that. I don't think this is quite balanced yet. Maybe they understand that people have a ton of money, but this is definitely a way to reduce your money. Now, I don't want to do it, but I'm going to, just because we have money to throw away, and this series is going to be coming to a close anyway. 500 for the Mark 1, Mark 2. 870 again for the Mark 1, Mark 2. Sorry, Mark 1, Mark 1 was 500. This one's 870. Oh my gosh, the medium Hornet Mark 1 is the one. It's the one. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the one because despite its immense success score, we are not equipped to sell it. We only have 10. And let's see. We could actually produce them. How quick do we produce them? It's not going to let me do it here, which is a little bit sad, but can you pretend for a moment that I want, if I just work with me here. I should have left 1 tank open so I could at least ballpark it. But I guess we can ballpark it this way. We know that the Mark 1, Mark 2, it's not that much cheaper than the Mark 1, Mark 2. But this one we can do like what, 6 and 11 days? So that you can probably do this like maybe at 1.5. It's a 1.5 days per tank, I would say. I'm just going to guess. Maybe a little bit even better than that. I guess we could actually do the math, right? We have 10% discounts. Oh, this is kind of a lot of math to do on camera without pausing. But technically we have 350 times 8 man hours here. That's... So, you know, I'm assuming they're talking about 8-hour days. This times 8. We're looking at 2,800 for that. 2,800, and then this gets multiplied by 30, like 0.7, because we have the 30% discount. Yeah, I mean, we're looking at definitely more than one every 2 days. But that's the best I can say by ball. That's the most I can comfortably say by doing like a back of the envelope calculation without an envelope. Anyway, what does that mean as far as the contract now? Let's go back to that. So we have 10 and we would want to get 52. Even the one we have right now is kind of a tall task for that. 52. So building 42 of them is going to take like 60 days. But it's only going to take... I mean, it's still going to take some time. 12. If you knew what you were going to build, we really just need to increase the storage. So we really need the level 2, tier 2 stuff. Or, you know, maybe it's important at this point to just get rid of any benefits that are targeting resource at all, and then trade that for extra tank storage. Probably that's the right thing to do. Just scrap one of the buildings we have. So let's pretend that we use the Hornet and just see like what would that mean as far as like delivery date. 40 days from now is, honestly, that's like still around here. It's pretty good. And what's the... My God, we could really charge a premium for this thing. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. We could probably deliver these in batches of 10 to fulfill this contract. Am I doing something wrong? We have all of November and all of December to deliver this. Oh my goodness. go down to 50,000. I'm actually going to do this. We're going to pivot here. Okay. It's crazy, but we'll take half that because we don't need all this time. This is crazy. I feel like I can't be doing the math right. If this was November and we only had December to do this, we can easily do this. Let's do it. Yeah. And then we'll be ready to go for any other contracts that come around that are requesting the the Mark 1, Mark 2 would work for. So I'm going to do this. We're going to try to get all 52 out. We have until, like basically forever to do this. Just add 2 more days, only that. Now, let's do this just to get inside. Is 400, can you guess 400? Yeah, you can still guess 400. We didn't really need to spend the money, but why not? Just confirm our information, right? Still learning the game. Okay, I mean, if that's the case, we can actually go even more. I mean, I guess we can go more. Ooh, can't go more there. I mean, but can we? What if we just go to 650? 600? Yeah, 600 works no problem. Okay, cool. So we'll do this. Except, we can't do anything until we can actually win the contracts and start shipping them 10 at a time. Pretty funny. But I think we shouldn't be a big deal. It's funny that we're going to have all these other ones sitting there. So yeah, let's also take care of this problem. We have something which gives us delivery reliability, delivery speed. This is tank delivery and resource delivery reliability, and this is tank delivery time and resource delivery time. So I think that the 7% additional tank delivery reliability is the one I would like to get rid of here. If we play our cards right and we have the extra tanks, we won't need the reliability on tank delivery because we'll already have them ready to go as soon as the contract hits. That's the thought process here. We'll delete that one and we'll get another 50 tanks of storage. Yeah, fun. This game, I mean, I like that there's these little problems you can solve, and I do really wish you weren't limited to just 4 buildings. You're paying maintenance on them regardless, but you can't get to tier 2, so you're effectively limited to that number. Don't like that. 9 more days, we get this one out. Okay. Pulling back already. The war has ended. The war has begun, and the war has ended, and lots of wars beginning and ending. But okay, well, we don't see that, but I suppose our design will tell us that we have 4? Look at that. Our tanks are well known for their success in the field. At least that's how I'm going to pretend it is. Very enjoyable. I still wish, though, that this game had like a real historical timeline you could follow. Then you would really feel good about it, you know? Can't really say I feel great about my tanks fighting well against Ethiopia. It's not really... Anyway. The company won the bid. They requested you deliver the promised 35. It isn't 35 tanks, though. It's 52. 96 days, though, remaining, so let's get to the delivery business. Because the delivery business also means that we can start our production business. Okay, so yeah, we can use this. Doesn't really matter the amount of time because it's going to take that amount of time for us to build the new ones. So ship the first 10. And now we get back to the business of producing 10 more. I hope I didn't underestimate this. Yeah, 10 more is only going to take 14 days. We almost had it right on. I was guessing 1.5, it's 1.4. We're in good shape. So assign this, 14 days. Even if there's a delay, I think that those will be shipped. The new batch will be shipped and the transport will be ready by the time these finish. So 4 more days on this now. Okay, design has been completed. Let's go to the proving grounds. Get her in there. That's going to take 9 days. Things are starting to work quickly now. I like it. I like it when the factory's starting to muddy along. Okay, good. So this is technically saying we owe 5.76. We have 12K in engineer costs. What happens, though? Just want to confirm this at last. I'm going to fire all of them. We don't need to do anything anymore. Go home. Yeah, 5.77. So it did work. It changed the amount. It said 5.76, now it says 5.77. If that's correct, and I'm starting to doubt that a little bit, but just in that way that you, I think it's normal. At least I do this. I doubt myself on things that I don't really doubt myself, but doubt creeps in anyway. It's like, no, I know that, but oh shoot, but do I? What's this for? Contract. Okay, that's the contract. Good. So yeah, we don't need engineers because, well, we will in a moment. In 10 more days, we'll actually have a reason for them to exist, but maybe I'll let a couple of these contracts pile up. One thing I should also check is just make sure we don't have any other trophies to buy. We don't. Good. Good, good. 9 more days until this one's done too. So that'll be, and 10 more days for this. Yeah, got a few things going on all at the same time. Okay, we deliver those 10. 11 days on some items. Some iron coming in from North America. So this one happens first. Oh, cool! Ottoman Empire 20. A wire crusher tank. Well, have they heard about the Mark 1, Mark 2? And I've been told that they've patched it so that there's more things available. Okay. So a wire crusher prioritizes reliable, strongly protected tank able to crush enemy barbed wires and use machine guns to suppress trenches or machine gun positions. Can't really say what that's going to mean. Oh. It has to be this one. None of these make any sense because they want a very light tank. Unfortunately, our medium Hornet is currently already in high demand. Now I kind of wish we had used the Mark 1, Mark 2 for the other one. But you know what? The medium Hornet can still fulfill this contract. If you just give me enough time. And because the success score is so high, we can. I mean, we can just ask for a little bit less money with a delay. They only want 30 of them. How about we just ask for 41,000? And yeah, we can really delay this. We'll just produce the heck out of the other... we'll just be producing medium Hornets for a very long time. And we'll just get this down to probably around 420. I'm okay with this. This is like a good number already. Let's try 43,000 though, just to... Whoops. Probably not that. About 42,700. Okay, that's... I think that's good enough. And that's only 30 tanks, which we know will take 14 days for 10, so it'll take... Well, we better bump this up a little bit more, and maybe at that point bump this down to 600... maybe go down to 500. We don't want to miss the contract, right? Could be delays, unexpected delays. This is as late as we can make it. The 8th. Alright, well, if you're willing to accept that contract, then we'll take the 600 for it. And you know what? We'll take the 600 for it because if you decline, that's fine. We'll just sell this tank to somebody else. Onus is on them to meet us. Protection, fire, there. I don't know why I didn't see this, but that's what I was looking for. Protection, firepower, soft, reliability. Obviously, Medium Hornet meets this a lot better than anyone else. But you stack on top of that the fact that they don't want a tank weighing over 20k, and this is definitely the one to go. Okay, let's see if that actually gets out the door. And that puts extra pressure on us to build more of these. In fact, I probably should even, like, scrap a few of the Mark 1, Mark 2s. Wish we had another contract to sell, to, like, you know, lob those off on. But that's not the way it's working. Okay, so... no, it's France. What? Okay, this is Ruval, rumors. I think that's what we're being asked about. 2 days. Okay. Okay, this is good. So this now, okay, it's 39 minutes. I don't know if I'll do this one on camera or not, but let's go ahead and satisfy these things. Penalties. I think that's all we had. Do a quick double check. Yes, excellent. All right, you're in business. We can now produce it. I do want to see how this thing performs, so you know what? I'll just put in a timestamp, 40 minutes, you know, or so. We'll go test drive this thing real fast. Real fast being the operative word there. I don't think it will actually be really fast. But I like the way this thing looks too. Just, it's like it's the first really, like, personal tank, I feel. Or I'm not sure how to say that exactly. The first one that I'm really attached to. The other ones I've built that kind of design so many times in this game on different restarts. But boy, this thing just performs like a piece of junk. And you know, that's probably all the information I really wanted to get out of this. We'll go and fire the guns just at the first turn, and then I will cut the video, and yeah, we'll just cut the rest out. Sorry, even for those who are interested, I'm not going to bother. I don't think this is going to be very interesting. In fact, I'm starting to get an idea that this might not even make it up the ramp. So, the first machine gun, how about this one? Can we fire it? This has been changed for sure. Has this been changed? Can you still do this? Ah, yes you can! Oh, shoot. Well, you know what? We have ways. We have our ways. Can we... Oh man, are we stuck in here? We're stuck. I got freed, and I just thought I'd run over here with my companions. There they are. They look a little... Well, I don't know. This thing handles very poorly. Maybe they handle better than me. Oh god, here we're stuck on a tree again. Gah. Make it. You can do it. Kill him. Alright, good. We are stuck on nothing. I do not give this tank very good ratings. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck again. Okay, yeah, at this point I've been stuck. This is, by the way, the second attempt at it. And somebody just please point the developer to this exact tank design and ask them to take it out on the... what is it? They're like a pebble under this... This is so frustrating. Why did they spend development time on this? It's just not interesting or good. Ah, but I want my whatever point card thing, so I'm gonna keep going. Oh, Lord have mercy. I did it. Oh my god. I did it. Okay, let's never do that again. Never. Oh boy, that was painful. Okay, alright, what's going on now? We're delivering tanks, and we have research in one day. That seems like it's all important. No idle people, so... Go one day. Alright, research is done, and we have more Hornets to do. Let's take care of the Hornets first, that's pretty easy. As long as I get the right one, now that we have multiple. Okay. Wait. Oh, right. There's a very precise order which must be followed here. Send tank. Send tank. Build tank. Build tank. Then research. Yeah, at this point, what next? The machine gun still seems like it'd be so good. This is something that will, in theory, help all the tanks, though. So let's do this. Because, I mean, you could even redo the Mark 1, Mark 2 and just change this out. It'd be better. So we'll get that. I mean, not that we'll ever get it. Not before this episode closes, right? Probably. Go back up to 10x. 14 days. And what's our... Okay, they accepted it. So we gotta get building here. Resources are delivered. Let's go back to Africa and just pick up all that. Oh, Africa. Give me everything. Okay, maybe not rubber. Give me everything else. Alright, how are we looking, by the way? 28, 30. I mean, that really helped getting the iron like that. And rubber is a little bit... Well, I don't know how low it is. but we'll try that. Sign that order. Try to be speedy about this. 10 days. Good. Okay, we delivered 10 more. Need to wait 7 more days before we can deliver the next one. Alright. Precise order. Deliver. Dang it, I did went to resources. Deliver. 10. Produce. 10. Wait, I can't wait for us to have extra storage. That's going to be great. And move on. Okay, that one's delayed 5 days. Still finishes before the production, which is great. By the way, I hope it's delivering it to the right contract now. Alright, production complete. I assume it's delivering. Does it say which contract? Yeah, it gives us a choice. Well, definitely we want to do this one first. It's the contract which comes up for delivery first. We're almost there, too. We can deliver 2 and then 8 for the next one in the next, well, coming up pretty quickly here. And this one's not due until sometime in 1917. And, you know, that's also cool, that it looks like we're going to end up getting into 1917 right before the series closes. I mean, assuming this rapid pace can continue, which I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. Get 10 more here. And off we go. In fact, half the time we're going to spend on these loading screens, which I do hope the developers can trim down. Good enough. Let's just push on. Okay, we delivered 10 more. We're only 12 short at this point. Another rival tank, we can... Let's just at least buy it and then look at what parts it has. Okay, so 100k to buy. This is very weird Fenrir. We will buy and we will take a look at it. What do you have to offer? Is it possible it won't offer anything new? Yeah, it really almost adds nothing new. That's cool. I think that is a good mechanic. Well, we can't actually do anything because I don't have any engineers. Who needs those? 4 more days, get this done. Okay, new tank depot. Wow, that changes everything. Now we can just crank. Okay, escape, escape, escape. Alright, first of all, we will... Well, let's just... I mean, now at this point, we just keep going. So we want 30 plus... how many have we already delivered? It doesn't say. Dang it. Not here, at least. But we delivered 40, right? Okay, let's just go over... I think we want 2 more. Let's just build 32. I know that we'll need at least 32. I don't know if it's 32. Oh, yeah. 42. It actually says. But we'll do 32, because I don't know. Like, I'm not exact. Is that really true? Is it really 42? We've only delivered 40, or it wasn't 50? Anyway, 32, and we build another 10 after that. That's fine. It'll be a little bit less efficient, but by like maybe 1 day. And I can suffer that. Because we're really doing great as far as delivery time for the contracts. So, good news. And then we can actually store all these Mark 1, Mark 2s. We're ready for new contracts. This is definitely the way you go. You definitely reduce the delivery reliability in order to get 50 more tanks stored. I think that's like a no-brainer now at this point. How many do we have? So we can deliver 12. Let's see if it's actually 12 that we need to deliver. Yeah, you only need 12 more. You only need 30. Why did it tell me? Oh, I see. I need to deliver 42, but I had 10 already. So 42 minus 10 equals 32. I only need to produce 32, but the game was telling me you need 42 more. I just needed to remember that I already had 10 in stock. Okay, good. So we did everything perfect. Sign this order, ship that off, and we can just ship the next one all at one time too, because we'll be way ahead of the contract and we'll be done. It's a nice, satisfying way of ending this series with a nice contract completion. But I do think that there's not a whole lot more I can do and not a whole lot more I can showcase. So I will be calling this as the last video. So for that, I just want to say thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions for future series, let me know. And I really appreciate it. Hope to see you on some of the other videos. Until the next one then, thanks for watching and take care.